Zombie apocalypse. Apocalypse.
Hey everyone, so welcome back to KAL-LET, and this week we're going to be looking at one of my old videos. I'm not going to be uploading anything new this week due to the fact that I haven't found anything interesting to upload, and I'm pretty sure my subscribers would rather have me upload something that is interesting and that I find interesting, that I think I can make entertaining to watch, rather than me always posting something but no substance behind it. Now, that's just the beginning of this whole situation. Every week I'm trying my best to find something, and last week I didn't post anything because I couldn't find anything in particular to actually upload. So I decided this week, instead of uploading something that is half-fastedly made and just put out there, I'm going to upload one of my old videos from on a channel I used to have that actually got that actually blew up in the standards, that it done better than all my other videos so far have done, in terms of interaction, views, likes, dislikes, yeah. And I hope it actually does this video actually does good for the second time round. But if it doesn't, well, that's it. I'm sorry for this week. But next week I will try and do something to do with celebrities and face smashing, or I might do a part 2 to Lovely Peach, or a part 2 to what's her name? Trisha Paytas. Anyways, I hope you guys enjoy this. Here you go. There is a new entity in town, and its name is the Empty. Created way before even God and God's sister. Well, this is the theory that explores that. What came before God?
Carry on my wayward son.
From the information that we have been given about in Supernatural already, which is very little, you would have to, when it comes to theories, you will have to link some of them up together. And trying to link the theories within our universe is quite impossible. Because science states, a popular theory in science states that before the Big Bang, there was a universe that collided together to create the Big Bang, and then recreated another universe, our universe. So in that matter of fact, is like saying that there was creation before creation, our creation. But in religion, on the other hand, it states that God is eternal. So before he even created our reality, he just existed. Now, there's a few debates about how old our universe is. Some people say 600,000 years old. Others say trillions of years old. And there's always a common factor of asking, so if the universe is that young, then what has God been doing all of this time? Now, the way that I would answer it is that if God is eternal, his perception of time would be different. And how do we even know that time even has an effect on him? In the supernatural universe, it does seem as though time is above our God's universe. I mean, our God's, I mean, supernatural's God's power. For example, it is stated by death, the horseman of death, and the actual death, that God one day will fall, will be reaped, implying that God has an ending, and so that could mean he also had to have been created. And the fact that also the MT has stated that he came God, before God and Amara, that states that, yeah, that proves that he has got a start and an ending. When it comes to the MT, he he doesn't seem to follow the same rules as God, but he still has his own rules as well. For example, when you first meet Castiel, he states the fact that everyone, every single angel and entity in the MT slumbers forever, which states that he he's sleeping forever for eternity, and he won't ever stop sleeping. But what happened when he was awake? What happens when he wakes up? It seems as though the MT gets really annoyed when he has to wake up, simply because he's one main thing that we've been told about him is that he's sleeping, and he is sleeping peacefully. If all the other entities woke up, it will be like a gnat in his ear or a bee in his ear, always irritating him while he's trying to sleep. Now that states that, yeah, the MT has to have other roles since he chooses to sleep. If the MT did not choose to sleep, maybe he would expand the whole fact that he wants creation to disappear, as he needs more peace. But what I actually think about the MT is much more complex. The complexity of the whole theory of the MT is kind of vexing. Now, Chuck and Amira are they're both this one side of the same coin. There's the light and darkness, and that makes sense. Now, the MT doesn't seem to have any. It just seems like it's only him. But if you think about it, Chuck and Amara are a result of existence, of consciousness, of being. They are a result of creation because they follow the same rules as every other being in the universe follows: life and death. Even death itself follows the same life and death reality, but the MT not so much. So that actually brings to my point that the MT, before Amira and Chuck came about, had its own side to it: creation. Now, Amira and Chuck were both just popped out of nowhere, kind of. My theory is that there has to be another being that created Chuck and Amara, and there has to be another being that created the MT, or the MT was just there, and the other being, just like Chuck, willed it to happen, creation to happen, the rules that govern even God Himself. So I think that as the new season begins, we're going to go over the relationships that the MT has with Chuck and Amira and the multiverse, as well as the relationship that another being could have existed. Another being could exist, that even our supernatural brothers won't even be able to even begin to comprehend how it exists. If you agree with me, leave a comment down. If you don't, leave a comment down. Tell me what you think. If you like the video, leave a like. I guess subscribe. See ya.
Zombie apocalypse.